Hello and welcome back. I'm Mike,
And this is Aiden.
and we have another deck profile. So we put up a recent one, and people are like, "Hey, we want the heroes from the legendary hero decks," and we're like, "Oh, okay then." Because we meant to, we never did, do we?
No, I know.
So, Aiden has put together some lovely. It's mostly Destiny hero stuff. I think there's a couple.
It is.
There any e-heroes in it at all?
There's the two E-heroes.
There you
Obviously
go.
worth
All
pointing
of
out,
two.
though, it's two legendary decks, isn't it? Not three, because sometimes
Yes.
you do the budget three of, so this is two,
Just
using two.
So yeah, I'll hand over to you, buddy.
Cool. I point that out just because some people might be like, why are you running this ratio? I'm like, I don't have any more.
Yeah.
Get these out the way. And sorry
Right.
about the no sleeves as well.
I think it looks better on camera without the sleeve.
Nah, I guess so. One of Dragon Hero Dogma. In all honesty, this guy was to just make up numbers. But his level can work with one of your revival spell cards you've got later. He can help you summon other Destiny heroes, from the deck. If it does come up that you can special summon him, and then half your opponent's life points the next turn, that's all great. But yeah, you probably wouldn't run this, but he's okay. 3 Destiny Hero Drill Dark. So he's like your main special summoning monster for the deck. Well, not your main, you do have quite a few different ones, but he can obviously help a lot, because if he's normal special summon, you can special summon the Destiny Hero from your hand with a level equal or less than his level, so he can be like your instant hero link, which is really cool. 3 Destiny Hero Malicious.
This hurts to look at this now.
Yeah, one common. Why, Konami? Well, just give us 3. Yeah, Malicious is probably the best card in the deck. Well, best card in my opinion, because obviously when you see this, you're normally having a good time, because you can pitch him with like one of your polymerizations or go into one of your link plays, summon another one from the deck, and then just keep doing shenanigans, which is really good. And then 2 Disc Commander, nice ultras. This card's really cool. Obviously, he came off the ban list. He's now unlimited. Downside is his errata now. You can't use his effect the turn he's sent to the graveyard. But obviously, if you special summon, you get to draw 2 cards, which is pretty neat, because you use up your resources quite a lot in this deck. So just being able to draw more is fine. It's cool. 3D cubed.
Makes sense.
It does, but in all honesty, I don't really like it, because you'd rather use your normal summon on another card, and obviously he restricts you to only summoning Destiny Hero monsters if you use his effect. So you'll summon him and be like, yay, 3 monsters, and then you'll be like, oh no, I can't summon anything else, never mind. But he's just extra resources, and his second effect, obviously, when he's destroyed by battle, you can send 1 Destiny Hero monster from your deck to the graveyard, so you can send like Malicious or Celestial to set up plays for like your next turn, so it's not terrible. Speaking of which, 2 Celestial. This was actually one of my favourite Destiny heroes for quite a while. It's not the most powerful, but I was just fond of the artwork, and it's pretty decent effect. Is if it attacks, you can target face a spell card your opponent controls, destroy it, and then inflict 500 damage to them. So it's pretty cool. There's a lot of field spells going around in the game now, so that's pretty neat. And then if you have no cards in your hand except the turn it's sent to the graveyard, you banish it and 1 Destiny Hero monster, and then draw 2 cards. So again, you can like do a link or a link or a fusion play with this, and then if that doesn't go off for you next turn, banish it and then draw 2 cards. And then Destiny Hero Dynatag, he's mainly in here for one of the fusion plays, because obviously in the graveyard you can banish him, target a Destiny Hero, and it gains 1000 attack, which works really nice with one of your fusion monsters to allow you to pop cards. So I would run this at 3 if I had 3, but obviously we only got the 2 for now. I think the one-offs, I'll put them by here. So we got Destiny Hero Decider, Diamond Dude, and Dreamer. Everyone knows what Diamond Dude does. He excavates top card of your deck. If it's a spell card during your next turn, you get to activate the effect of that spell card in your graveyard, even if this card's not on the field. So a lot of your spell cards are extenders in this deck, so obviously more than likely you're going to send something good. If you send a monster, it's not the end of the world, because you've always got other tools to use them later on. Destiny Hero Decider, yeah, he's okay. Obviously he can mill a Destiny Hero in the end phase that he's summoned. You're not really going to use this effect that much in all honesty, but his second one to protect you from direct damage, if you should take any, can maybe save you. Trick Stars, maybe I'm just clutching at straws. Destiny Hero taking on Trick Stars. Those two, oh sorry, and Destiny Hero Dreamer, he's a cool one off, because if he's in the graveyard, in damage calculation you can special summon him if your Destiny Hero monster battles, and then that monster can't be destroyed by battle for that turn, so he can be destroyed, but obviously if he stays on the field, which probably not, you can still get an extra material for the next turn. That was the Destiny Hero monsters. The two orbs, I'll put them by here, because they're the only elemental hero engine you run in the deck, because they're all you have. Blazeman's really cool. He's summoned normal or special summon. He can search a polymerization from your deck to your hand. Elemental hero Shadow Mist. If you special summon, you don't really special summon him in this deck that much because there's not many tools to do it, but you're mainly going to mill him. Oh, sorry, if you special summon, you can add a change quick play. Sorry, I'll just sort of cut that short. If he's milled to the graveyard, you can add one hero monster from your deck to your hand. So obviously you can add your Destiny heroes with him, so he's pretty cool. That rounds up the monsters. Quite a heavy monster lineup. It's like 23, 24. And then there you go. It hurts again, Mike. One comment.
Don't like it.
Destiny Draw. Really, really good card. It's not a once per turn as well, which is really cool. There's not really a downside to using this. Discard a Destiny hero, draw 2 cards. Nice and simple. We like drawing cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! 3 mask change. This card is awesome. Obviously, it gives you access to your element, your Dark Claw is the main one. All you have to do is target hero monster, send it to the graveyard, and then special summon a mask hero from your extra deck with the same attribute, which pretty much the 2 that you have access to covers half of your deck, pretty much. 2 polymerization. You search this off Blazeman. Obviously, yeah. Enough said, you can't really run Destiny Hero Fusion deck without polymerization. That wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
So, field spell, 2 Dark City, 1 Terraforming. So, Dark City acts like skyscrapers for Destiny Heroes. So, if you attack, you gain 1000 attack during the damage step. So, it's basically because Destiny Heroes, if you can't make a big fusion or a play or a link play, they don't really have the highest attack. So this will give you something extra to maybe get over something that you can't get over at the meantime. So it's not too bad. And then your revival cards, or I say revival, sort of the same. Monster Reborn, nothing really needs to be said on that. And then 2 over Destinies, you target a Destiny Hero monster in your graveyard and special summon 1 hero or Destiny Hero monster in your deck whose level is equal or less. I'm reading that wrong. Special summon a hero monster from your deck whose level is less than or equal to half of that target's level, but destroy it during the end phase. So this was the one card I mentioned you run Dogma for, because obviously he's a level 8. So if he's in the graveyard, you can obviously summon a level 4 because it's half the level, or pretty much then anything is because it's less than his level. So it just gives you more plays to make. And then rounding off the traps, 2 D-Signal and a D-Fusion. So that's really cool. If you set up a board turn 1, you can't really do much. You can obviously set this card. If your Destiny Hero is destroyed by battle, you can special summon a level 4 or lower from your hand or deck. So it just gives you a sort of good extender. And then D-Fusion. Fusion summon a fusion from your extra deck using monsters you control as the material. And it can't be destroyed by battle or card effects this turn. So it's really good because obviously if you attack with, say like you've got your field spell on the field, you could attack with like 2 weaker Destiny Hero monsters and then use this in the battle phase and then summon a fusion monster and attack again. So it just gives you more sort of options. And then your extra deck's not going to be anything spicy because it's only the structure deck stuff or starter deck stuff, whatever you want to call it.
It's definitely more structure deck than starter deck.
Yeah. You got your 2 extra hero Decimator. Obviously 3 plus or 2 plus if you've got a link. 3 monsters normally. Gain this card plus any card he points to, hero monsters gain 100 attack, and obviously if he attacks, he's a piercer as well. So he's got 3 really good link markers actually. So you can normally get this card. This actually saved us in a duel when the guy was like 3,000 something attack and he goes to like 3-1. Won the game with that. And then obviously extra hero wonder drives. The one you're going to go into the most because it's just the easiest to make. It's just 2 hero monsters. And obviously if a monster's special summon to a zone he points to, which is obviously only the one, or the one up, however you want to look at it, you can add a mask change or fusion spell card from your graveyard and set it to your field, so it gives you more options as well. 3 Dystopia. It's probably my favourite one of the fusions. It's easy to make, just 2 Destiny Hero monsters. That's why you use Dynatag with this guy's effect, because obviously when he's summoned, you can target a Destiny Hero monster in your graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its attack, so that can give you a nice boost of life points straight away off them. And then during the damage, except during the damage step, this is a quick effect. You can target a card on the field and destroy it. If its attack is different to its original attack, sorry. So that's what I meant you run Dynatag for, because you make this guy a different attack, which can trigger his effect then to pop a card on the field. Too dangerous. Probably the easiest one to make apart from Dystopia, or same in all honesty. The only reason I run this is obviously because you can mill Destiny Hero monsters to the graveyard to set up play, so probably like send Malicious off it. Dystopia, you're never going to make this one really, because obviously it requires a fusion monster as well as a Destiny Hero monster. There's too many resources to put into it, but hey, it's a structure deck. You've got access to nothing else, you might as well. And then rounding it off, you got 2 Darklaw, because he's definitely your best side deck monster, if not one of the best monsters still in the game right now. And then your 2 Masked Hero Ankies, because he's still pretty cool as well. But you'll make these quite a lot off your mask change, and it's just easy beat stick monsters as well. But yeah, that rounds off the deck. Pretty cool. It's not too bad. I mean, you could definitely make it a lot better if you add a few staple cards here, reinforcement of the army, so forth, some of those. And obviously if you had 3rd copies of certain cards, you could make it a bit more consistent, but it doesn't run too bad for what it is.
No, the small amount of testing we did, it seemed competent.
Yeah, you can always do something on every turn, except when they just go, no, Borrel Sword, Borrel Dragon, no.
That took you out quite quickly.
Yeah, it did.
But there we are. Thank you for doing that. People have been asking for that, so we figured it was probably about time to do that then. If you have any ideas about what you could add to it outside of the main structure decks, then do so, say so in the comments so people can get some ideas and go, hey, I'm going to build that. Yeah. But in the meantime, please do like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're getting bigger and bigger slowly. And it means we can do more videos for people to watch. So that's great. But until then, it is goodbye from me.
And peace out from me, guys.
See ya.